I think that's the number one thing that people need to figure out is they just need to be honest with themselves and realize that they ain't shit. And that's actually liberating because as a man, we have the choice of building the man that we know we could be. So what you must do is you must look at yourself now and then you must imagine yourself as you want to be. And then it's just a game of building that man. The biggest problem that I think most men have is that if they were like me, they have not had a hard time in life, or they have had things like girlfriends come easy to them or whatever, and then they hit the real world. And it's like, no, that's not how this shit works. Yeah. We're in the major leagues now. Yeah. And so the number one thing that any man that wants to be successful can do is look in the fucking mirror, be real with yourself, and tell yourself the truth. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell yourself how in shape are you? Right? How much money do you have? How tall are you? All the different things. Yeah. Because it's all a scoring system, right? Right. And most men will fucking add that shit up and they're a 3 out of 10. Yeah. And they're wondering why isn't this girl wanting to fuck with me? Why when I go to a party and like there's high status guys there that I want to do business with, why do they not even fucking look twice at me? It's because you are a 2 or a 3 out of 10 lying to yourself that you're an 8 or a 9 or a 10. You have this illusion that you have built up in your head to avoid pain. And you've probably based a lot of things, from your childhood or whatever on that. And that's not the case anymore. Yeah. Like we're in the real fucking world. Right.
When was that moment for you? Like, when was the moment where you had to look in this metaphorical mirror and tell yourself the truth? When that happened for you?
I don't know exactly when it happened, but I could tell you when my life changed. Yeah. And my life changed, honestly, when I did 75 hard. And the reason why...
When was this?
This was in 2020, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And so my life was already changing for the better. I was already, I've gone to the gym my entire life, but I didn't go like insane with it. You know what I mean? And I've always, dabbled around. Like I haven't, when I was younger, I had a super fast metabolism. I could eat whatever the fuck I wanted. And I was skinny. Right. And then like when I was in my mid 20s and like right when I graduated college, I was like drinking beer and eating like shit. I was out of shape. Yeah. And so I had to bring that back in. Right. But like in 2020, shit was hitting the fan. I was already making like some pretty good money, but nothing like life changing. And I was already like seeing some girls, but they weren't like the chicks that I wanted to see. And like I had been watching Andy Frisella. Are you familiar with Andy Frisella? Yep. Absolute stud, that guy. But anyways, Andy Frisella not only made me extremely rich, but also helped me build the man that I am today, and is going to help me basically keep going until the man I know I'm going to become, right? But what happened is I did 75 hard, and I realized that I had been lying to myself. Because what 75 hard does is it says no booze for 75 days, gallon of water, 2 workouts, follow a diet, read 10 pages. And that's all you have to do. And it sounds easy, but then you're like, you get invited to a party. People are like wanting to booze, or like you're out at dinner and your family's like, why are you eating this? Like, what the fuck? Like, enjoy your life. Right. And there's all these like kind of like micro things that compound throughout the whole process of 75 hard, where you're like, okay, this is why I'm not successful, because I can't stick to something. Right. I can't stick to a diet. I can't stick to a workout. I can't stick to reading books. I can't stick to, grinding every single day on my business. And that's what 75 hard teaches you. It's like, you're a liar. You're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll eat healthy tomorrow. But guess what? Out of your entire life, the tomorrow, it's going to add up to 50% of your life. You know what I mean? So instead of like, I'm going to eat some pizza tonight because I'm out with friends. That turns into every single weekend you're like eating pizza, and that fucking 2 slices of pizza and the beer on the weekend literally kills your entire fitness, all of it. So you go to the gym for 6 days a week.
20% makes the 100%.
It does.
Right?
It literally does. The 20% makes all the rest. And so that's when my life changed, because I went from like I thought that I had a nice body, and then I did 75 hard and I got a 6-pack, and I was like looking back at my photo before 75 hard, and I was like, wow, that guy is a fucking loser. No joke.
Yeah.
That guy is a loser. That guy eats pizza.
Mhm.
Like, and that might sound insane, but like now I see people like, look, I'll eat a piece of pizza every once in a while.
Sure.
Right. Very rarely, but I will. And I'll eat Chipotle and I'll eat like a protein wrap, protein style burger from In-N-Out, whatever. But like, I look back and I see people that like eat pizza and like go out and like drink beers and all this stuff. And I'm just like, are you a fucking millionaire? Like, I can tell if you like eat pizza and shit, you're probably not a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Because you have no discipline. Right.
Yeah.
And so that's when I figured it out. Honestly, 2020, I did 75 hard, realized I was a complete liar to myself. And I was not doing what I needed to do. I was not 100% committed. I was not 100% disciplined on what I needed to do.
Right. Dude, I'm glad you brought that up, man, because a lot of guys are going to look at like somebody like you and think like, no, the most important thing is like the fucking roles, the company, the money, the houses, all that stuff. All that stuff is great.
Sure.
But honestly, and dude, tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I think if you could choose one thing, if you had to choose one thing, I think the fitness would be number one, because like on a podcast like this, I'm not interested in talking to the guy who, makes $100 million a year, but he's like 50 pounds overweight, or he can't talk to a girl, or he doesn't have any social or media, or vice versa. The guy who's in super good shape, roided up, but he has nothing going for him. Right. I think guys don't really realize they need to work on fucking everything.
Yeah.
When they look in that mirror.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this, your process of becoming an actual successful human being, it starts with your body.
Yeah.
Because that is literally all you have. Like if we stripped away everything from you and I, all we have is our mind and our body.
Yeah.
And what controls the body is actually the mind. And so if you cannot control your body through your mind, you can't control anything else in your life. So that is literally the first step. If you cannot get in shape, it directly correlates to everything else, literally. But if you can get in shape, you have now proved to your mind and your body that you are disciplined enough to achieve anything that you want in life. So once I realized, like a lot of people, I know that it sounds crazy, but it's not that hard to get a six pack. It's not that hard to get jacked. Like no joke. You just have to be disciplined. Like you have to control what you put in your mouth and you have to show up every single day and do that for 75 days. Sounds easy. It's fucking not. It's fucking not. Because when you're, let's just say this, right? Just say a family member, your grandparents, whatever, are having a birthday party. It's your grandfather's 85th birthday and the whole family's there. And you haven't gotten your second workout in. It's 8:30 p.m. and they're serving cake. And they're like, Wes, have a piece of cake. And I'm like, I can't. And they're like, oh, your stupid fucking diet, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I promised myself that I would literally not eat cake. I would stick to my diet for 75 days. And that criticism from your family, your friends are calling you a loser. That's like literally, and if you take that and you're like, cave to that, that's why you're not successful.
Yeah.
Right. And that's when I literally learned that your discipline is directly correlated to how successful you are in your life. So when you fix your discipline problem, you can fix anything else. So if you're disciplined, you can get rich. If you're not disciplined, guess what? You're like, I can make that sales call tomorrow. I can do this tomorrow. Like it's not urgent.
And here's the other thing, dude. I'll die on this hill. Like, I don't know if I ever told you this. You didn't know me at the time, but I used to be like 210 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be a fat motherfucker, dude.
Good for you, dude.
But
good for you fixing that shit.
I appreciate it.
That's nuts.
But the thing is that I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a mindset thing, but I definitely noticed, even though I was on Zoom, when I lost weight, I definitely made more sales. I got into better events. Obviously, more girls were interested in me. And I'm not saying I'm even in the best shape of my life yet. I'm still getting there. I'm still on a plan. But even just the 40 pounds that I've lost, I just see like how it translated, not just in like what I see in the mirror, just in how the world just responds to you.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if you are overweight, you can eliminate the majority of your sexual partners, like potential sexual partners.
Yeah.
Goes out the window.
Yeah.
And if you're overweight, people they don't respect you. Like they're just like, this guy can't even control how much cake that he fucking eats. Why should I buy this thing from him? Like they won't. Like even if it's a subconscious thing. Like, and you don't respect yourself. Like
Yeah.
that's the biggest problem, is that you don't respect yourself enough to get in shape.
Right.
You fucking continue to procrastinate and sit around and like wish things would happen instead of fucking, no, I'm doing this shit. You can't even respect yourself enough to fix your own body. You deserve nothing else. You don't deserve money. You don't deserve happiness. You don't deserve the chick that you want. You don't deserve anything, because you can't even control your fucking, what you put in your damn mouth.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, dude. I think
And I love food. Don't get me wrong. Like I fucking
we're
love
gonna get
food.
after this.
Dude, I love a good French fry. I like it. Like I love food. But like, do you want to enjoy that 30 seconds of dopamine that you get from eating those French fries, or do you want to be a millionaire? Because that is, as crazy as this sounds, that's the line.
Yeah.
That's the line. What you control putting in your mouth directly correlates to your income and everything else.